Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. PM Deuba meets CPN-UML leader Madhav Nepal. Discussions were held on contemporary political issues. Outgoing PM Oli moves out of Balwatar, shifts to his private residence after Deuba takes charge. Department of Transport Management hikes public transportation fare. The fare has been adjusted after a gap of 6 years. US to start evacuation of endangered Afghan translators. Initial evacuation includes around 2,500 people. And Messi agrees to stay with Barca on reduced wages. Antoine Griezmann's contract coming to an end. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba and CPN-UML senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal met yesterday. The latest political situation after the formation of the new government was discussed at the meeting held at the senior leader's residence in Koteshwar yesterday. People's growing dissatisfaction towards the government and the urgent need to convince the people that the new government is committed to the rule of law were some topics discussed in the meeting. Discussions were also held on issues like rampant issuing of ordinances in the past and careful steps to make the parliament ineffective. Most importantly, discussions were also held on the kind of policies to be taken up by the government and the need to create conducive environment to run the government. Outgoing Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has vacated the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar and shifted to his private residence in Balkot of Pakhtapur. President Vidya Devi Bhandari had appointed Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Deuba the new Prime Minister on Tuesday in line with the Supreme Court's mandamus order. The Supreme Court had issued a verdict on Monday reinstating the dissolved House of Representatives and also issued the mandamus order to appoint Deuba as the new Prime Minister. The outgoing PM Oli shifted from PM's official residence yesterday after Deuba took the oath of office and secrecy on Tuesday. Oli's supporters escorted him to Balkot, chanting slogans in his support. The special court has demanded ₹1 million bail from Nepali Congress Vice President Vijay Kumar Gachadar in a corruption case related to Lalita Niwas land scam. A division of special court Chair Prem Raj Karki, Judges Abdul Aziz Musalman and Nityanand Pandey on Wednesday issued the order seeking the bail amount from Gachadar following the hearing on whether he should be remanded to custody for more investigation. Special Court spokesperson Pusparaj Pandey informed that the bail amount was sought after documenting leader Gachadar's views on a Lalita Niwas land scam. He submitted the bail amount on Wednesday itself. A corruption case was filed against leader Gachadar on February 5, 2020, accusing him of involving in transferring 113 ropenis of land in Balwatar to an individual's name. The charge sheet demanded ₹96 million from the leader as recovery of the loss in the case. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government has reported an increase in new cases of coronavirus. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, a total of 2,010 new cases of COVID-19 were reported yesterday. The cases reported yesterday are almost 400 more than the cases reported a day earlier. The latest cases were revealed from 8,108 PCR tests and 4,916 antigen tests carried out in various laboratories across the country. Likewise, the disease claimed 18 lives yesterday compared to 12 fatalities a day ago. The COVID-19 death toll has climbed to 9,430 in the country. Meanwhile, 1,606 people have recovered from the disease. The number of active cases of coronavirus in the country is 26,647. And now the news from the economic front. The government has increased public transportation fare effective from yesterday. The Department of Transport Management hiked the inter-province public transportation fare by 28%. DOTM spokesperson Dr. Loknath Bhushal confirmed that the transportation fare has been increased for travelling from one province to another. The fare of cargo vehicles has been increased by 26%. The fare adjustment was made after a gap of 6 years. The rise in fuel prices, cost of drivers and helpers, and maintenance cost of vehicles were also taken into consideration for the price hike, said Bhushal. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. The United States is set to begin evacuations of Afghan interpreters who assisted US-led forces during the conflict and are deemed to be at risk. Operational allies refuse set to start during the last week of July, the White House said. It comes as the US withdraws its forces from Afghanistan ahead of an 11 September deadline set by President Joe Biden. The Taliban have made rapid advances across the country in recent weeks. These are courageous individuals who want to make sure we recognize and value the role they have played over the last several years, the White House spokesperson Jen Psaki told a briefing. An official speaking on condition of anonymity told the Reuters news agency that the initial evacuation will include about 2,500 people who are likely to be housed in military facilities either in the US or a third country while their visa applications are processed. The special immigration visa program is offered to those who worked with the US government or the American-led military force during the Afghanistan war that began in 2001. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Lionel Messi has agreed to stay at Barcelona on a deal until 2026 that includes reducing his wages to half of his previous salary. The announcement is dependent on the player's departure that will allow Barca to fund the Argentina captain's wages. Messi, 34, was a free agent after his contract expired on 30th June. He is on holiday after winning the Copa America, and the finer details of the contract are yet to be finalized. Re-signing Messi was the principal summer target of new chairman Juan Laporta. Barca are also looking at a swap deal involving forward Antoine Griezmann and Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez, with the idea of reducing the wage bill. Messi had been linked with moves to Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. Messi is Barcelona's record scorer with 672 goals and has won 10 La Liga titles, 4 Champions Leagues, 7 Copa del Rey, as well as claiming the Ballon d'Or on a record 6 different occasions. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. PM Deuba meets CP and UML leader Madhav Nepal. Discussions were held on contemporary political issues. Outgoing PM Modi moves out of Balwatar, shifts to his private residence after Deuba takes charge. Department of Transport Management hikes public transportation fare. The fare has been adjusted after a gap of 6 years. US to start evacuation of endangered Afghan translators. Initial evacuation includes around 2,500 people. And Messi agrees to stay with Barca on reduced wages. Antoine Griezmann's contract coming to an end. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.